Hey guys, welcome back to the Chatterbox. This is episode 4, our final one. So, yeah.
We're going to be going over some interesting things. It's just some random subjects, like normal. Lucas, why don't you start us off?
Okay, so we're going to start off with best ways to answer the phone, right? So like if you get like one of those annoying like telemarketing calls, let's say you won like a trip to the Bahamas or something, right? You know, you always get those. So the first one we're going to start off with is personally my favorite one. It's so the phone rings, they're like, you won this, and they're like, okay, 911, what's your emergency? And they just like sort of, I actually did this to someone once.
Yeah,
I actually did it to someone, and they're like, and they just repeated what they said, and I just repeated mine, and they just hung up. This one is, Grandpa, you're alive! And yeah, that's just.
To be honest, I think that was my favorite one.
Yeah?
I have one.
Like, people just have no idea what to say after that.
They just.
Oh, I'm sorry. Actually, there's a theme to this episode. It is best ways to.
Oh, next one is for the nuclear terrorism line, please press 1.
That's interesting.
Oh my God, Bob, Mother died.
And then they're like,
In the accent.
what? His mother, who's Bob, and then they're just totally dumbfounded.
And
you have to do it in the
make it
accent.
Even better, you have to like start like fake crying or something.
Yeah,
right.
just break down, and they have no choice but to comfort you.
Or hang up.
Or hang up. No, you gotta make them comfort you. All right, what's the last one?
Okay, and then there's of course, hi, I would like to order a large cheese pizza with extra pepperoni, and then like you can just side of
Just make them.
just make some sort of
And then keep asking questions.
Yeah.
Oh, do you have this?
yeah.
Alrighty, so my topic for the best ways to is ways people have quit their jobs. I've always wanted to do that kind of thing if I ever got a job in the future. And if I'm like, no, I'm done, just don't want to do it anymore, I'm going to do something like this. So, after 20 years of service, a JetBlue flight attendant, Steve Slater, yelled at an entire plane on the intercom, grabbed a beer, and rode the evacuation chute to the tarmac. So he just was like, hey guys, I'm quitting, and left.
I'm pretty sure he was drunk too.
Probably, yes. He might not have.
What if he actually didn't want to quit his job? Yeah.
Yeah, and he was just like, you know what, guys? Never mind, not gonna get into that. So Gwen Dean quit her job at GoDaddy during a commercial for the Super Bowl. What she did was, I watched a video on this. She made an ad, and she was a puppeteer. It was quite strange. And then she just like, hey, you know what, boss? I quit. And then he was watching the Super Bowl, and so he was like, okay. This guy named Joey, don't know his last name, he quit his job at the Renaissance Hotel with the help of a marching band.
I'm quitting.
Yes, he brought in a marching band through his office, or the hotel, and I guess he was at the front, just doing the thing. What's the thing? What's this called?
Conductor.
He was
Conducting.
conducting the parade.
That's right.
He just went up to his boss and he's like, this man quit his barista gig with the help of a barbershop quintet on the Steve Harvey Show. Didn't really go into this one. Sounds interesting. Not as extreme as a parade, definitely, but that was pretty cool.
close.
Too.
What if you quit by trying to get fired? Is that still quitting?
Quit
Or-
by trying to get, yeah.
Anymore.
Okay.
Alright,
Yeah.
so finally I chose best ways kids answered questions on a test. So this first one I find pretty funny. There's this kid who's taking a science test, and the question was, what is the strongest force on Earth? And the kid answered love.
Some people would say that it is true.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
And it keeps getting better and better. This next one is probably, I don't know, preschool or kindergartner. And then basically there's some questions, or a sentence, and then you have to write the right word. And the question was, the man blank the dog. And then the choices were to fix or fit or hit. And then instead of writing either, the kid wrote pet. Because he said you should not hit dogs.
not fit a dog. or hit a dog. To be correct.
This kid is
I think
pretty compassionate about
that's
his
pretty good.
dog.
Technically, that's correct, right? Because he wrote.
Well, he still knew it was hit.
He still, yeah, he still.
Is this is I think a sex ed question, and then the question is, can a man still reproduce with one testicle? And this kid answered, no, because girls don't find that attractive.
That's interesting.
And then the teacher gave him half credit. I should try that.
Oh. Okay.
Just kidding.
Which part of that?
Nothing.
Okay, good.
He's writing a cause and effect, and the cause is Tony practices the piano every 20 minutes every day, and the kid says the effect is he's a big nerd. I think I'd probably say the same thing.
Whoa. I mean, a lot of people play piano.
Sam, do you play piano?
I did play piano.
And why'd you quit? Because you were a nerd?
No, because I was bad.
The final one I want to do is going to be another science question. The question was, the first cells were probably what? And then the kid answered lonely.
True.
That is
True.
so true. I think we'll end there to end Nihar's
Sweet.
suffering.
I think we're ready to wrap up this episode and our final episode. If anybody was watching ever, I'm very, very appreciative of that. We're gonna end this here. Have a good life. That's how we're ending.